Oh, the memories of back to school, the lunchroom. It's Robin Lizz in the morning, his radio. I have two memories of the lunchroom of my experience of school.
Yeah?
One is Sister Pat. The second is pizza.
Okay, so Sister Pat.
I'll talk about Sister Pat because I went to a parochial school. I went to St. Jude's Elementary School in St. Petersburg.
All righty.
That's where I went. I was in the lunchroom. Billy and I had the same bowl haircut. Really thick hair, the same bangs.
I love it.
And bowl number 3 was what our moms cut our hair with. All right? Sister Pat, Billy was acting up. Sister Pat thought it was me.
No, please.
And put me in the corner.
You had to sit in the corner of the lunchroom?
And everybody heard my name. No. She called me out, put me in the corner, and I'm like, but Sister Pat, it was not me. So that's my one experience in the lunchroom. The second memory I have of the lunchroom at elementary school, cardboard pizza.
Are you?
That's all I'll say.
It was the best. It was Friday. It was pizza and corn.
No, corn.
Pizza and corn. It's disgusting to think about now, but it was so good then.
Not in Central Florida. There's no corn with a cardboard pizza. I just remembered cardboard pizza. I'm like, this is really pizza? You just put cheese on cardboard? Yuck.
So good. Such a good memory. No. Okay, so we got a text. Aiden said, okay, can I make a suggestion?
What's that?
Need to ask, what is the favorite thing to pack for lunch for the kids?
Oh, I'm sorry, Aiden.
Aiden.
It's not cardboard pizza, I promise you.
I bet there's some kids that get some cardboard pizza in their lunches, and I think 3 of them belong to me because I was not the best mom when it came to packing lunches.
What'd you pack?
It was basically a sandwich, maybe a side of chips or some carrots or something.
That's all you need.
No, but
the carrots are thrown away.
But you would
the
see.
chips are devoured.
No.
The sandwich the crust would not be eaten.
No. You would see, or I would see, kids that their mom would make these pinwheels or little tortillas, and I'm like, what? I ain't got time for that.
Robin Lizz,
his morning crew.
Liz says, and I quote, I made terrible lunches for my kids.
I did.
End quote.
I didn't mean to. I just wasn't that super creative with it. It was like a sandwich and maybe some chips.
That's fine.
Carrots and
That's fine.
Little Debbie.
That's all you need. Listen, kids are going to eat the Debbie first. And then maybe a little bit of the sandwich and the carrots make it into the trash.
And it was
That's
fun.
what happens during lunch.
Well, yeah. And when they came home, the Debbie was always gone. Half a sandwich still there.
Janine's with us at 800-447-7234. What was up with your lunch growing up?
Well, I actually
need somebody
from elementary school.
No, please.
I live 7 houses down the street from school.
Janine, you scared me, though. Wings. I thought you said you live 7 miles from school,
here.
And I'm like, what?
It's a...
No, 7 blocks. 7 houses. Sorry.
See, at first I was thinking, poor thing had to wait all day and then not have lunch until she got home. But you went home for lunch.
For lunch.
That is so convenient. I don't think any school allows that anymore, but that's so convenient. Just go home for lunch.
I know, it's super cool. Okay, Irene, I think her mom was a lot like me. I think she said, my mom always made us a bologna sandwich, and she put my milk in a thermos, but evidently not a great thermos because it was always lukewarm by lunch.
Ooh, that's not good milk.
Yuck.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jamie.
Yuck. Oh, my goodness. And then we got a text from Jamie who said, I totally agree with you, Liz, because my kids usually got on the very first day like the best lunch, and then it was just survival. Whatever she had to throw in there.
Just throw it in there. Oh, look at this. There's a pretzel stick. Enjoy, kids.
Robin Lizz,
his morning crew.
Get ready. A lot of training needs to be done because the World Championships are coming up for XL. It's Robin Lizz in the morning, his radio. Got to stretch.
I was stretching. Ugh.
Do some plyometrics.
Getting ready.
Get some good running in for the World XL Championships that's coming to ESPN. We're talking XL. Word. Excel. Spreadsheets. Stuff like that. It's a championship. Evidently, it's been around for a couple of years on ESPN.
I have never heard of this. Is ESPN getting away from sports? They do the spelling bee now.
Yeah, which has been kind of a staple on ESPN for a while.
Don't they?
Right?
Yeah, don't they do the hot dog eating championship or whatever?
Yeah, well, that's a sport.
Is it, though?
Yeah, you eat hot dogs at sporting events.
Okay.
So
Well,
there you
yeah.
go.
Okay,
Kind
that's
of makes sense. Now the word XL Championships, which is a big thing. I had no idea. I'm going to be honest. I'm horrible at Excel and spreadsheets.
I don't know how to make
I can maintain one.
Okay.
I cannot create one.
I can't create, maintain.
There's all these cells, and you've got to do all this coding and all this. Oh, man. Anybody who knows Excel knows what I'm talking about, and I'm probably still butchering it. But still, I don't know that part of it.
Yeah, there are people that really can. Oh, let me put together an Excel spreadsheet. And I'm like, you do that.
So there's an all-star battle to the word Excel Championships and everything. I had no idea.
I just feel like you're going to just hear.
Pretty much.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There is a new app called Be Real, and that's what they want you to do, kind of live in the moment. And so what they don't offer are any filters. Like you can take your pictures, but there's no filters.
Nice.
You cannot just, say I follow you, Rob Dempsey, and I am just scrolling because I want to see everything you ever posted. You can't do that on this app.
Oh, thankful that there's no weird
I know.
scrolling
I know.
somebody else's whole feed.
Odd, but I mean that just happens. If you make
If you're
a new
interested,
friend,
yeah, I
right,
guess that's okay.
Or you're catching up with somebody you
I'm
went to
gonna
high
need
school
somebody
with, or
to-
whatever.
I take
yeah.
everything I just said back.
No, please.
All of it.
But I understand completely. So what you do is say if I
It's got wings.
took a selfie, it's there for a little while, but then it sort of goes away. And so we're
It's called
in
a
the
story.
moment. But yes, but you can't go back and ever find any other posts from that person. You just see right after they've posted it. So there's not even like a page that you would go to and find Lizz Riles and find.
So this is a new social media thing? Like we
Yes.
needed another?
Well, I kind of like this one because it does encourage you, because they know we're going to take selfies. They know we're going to post things, but you're living in the moment and without filters.
It's called Snapchat, but without filters.
I guess. Oh, I don't like
Because Snapchat, I mean, you take a picture, it's there for what, a day, and then it's gone.
Oh, I thought it was there for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Well, I think you can set parameters on Snapchat. If I don't have Snapchat.
Evidently. Can you tell?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Maybe your kid does this. The student in your family does this. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio, where they go and they get the lunch. I mean, you pay for the lunch or they get one of the free things, and they don't eat everything. There's something
it's
they
typical.
just don't like and never open, and it gets tossed in the garbage, and that's it. And then there's some kids that don't get a lot. They come with just very little, and they could have used that. Well, there was this one mom that had a brilliant idea.
Yeah, she decided
It's getting
at her
closer.
elementary school, where she was part of the
gonna
PTA,
need
she was going to
somebody
bring it up to the
new.
PTA,
New.
where
No,
the
no,
kids
please, please,
could
please, please,
place
please,
in a
please.
bin in the cafeteria anything that was
It's got wings.
unwanted,
No,
uneaten,
stop.
and of course unopened,
It's over
and
here.
it would be able to share with the other children that were still hungry, maybe in some cases even wanted to take some of it home.
Share bin is what it's called. That's a brilliant idea, and it's all the unopened stuff that some kids are just never going to eat. It's always wasted.
Yeah.
And so now another child has the opportunity to get that.
everywhere.
I didn't even think. Liz brought something up that's good. That they probably don't have a lot of food at home. And so now they're bringing it home, which is brilliant. I love that.
I've heard stories from teachers, one in particular where there was one child that would only eat half of her sandwich and would take the other half, put it in a napkin, wrap it up, and was taking it home to a younger sibling.
No.
It just breaks my heart.
That crushes you, doesn't
Oh,
it?
my
when you
goodness
think about that.
gracious.
That's like something. It's called the share bin. That would be great if it was at every school.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Oh, yeah, teachers going back to school. Actually, they've been back to school for a couple weeks now. And as teachers are making their way into the classroom this morning, that salary, think about that salary.
Oh, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
They work so hard for our kids.
Oh,
and then spend their own money to get some supplies
Right.
and not a big salary, but yet they
No.
still do it.
Yeah, they teach, they comfort, they take care of. I mean,
Invest in our kids.
oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Okay, so
getting
yes,
closer.
thank you very much. New South Wales,
need somebody
which is near
new.
Australia. I guess it's like a state in Australia. I don't know how that works. Anyway,
I'm glad Liz knows her geography.
I know.
Maybe we can get a teacher to help.
Please, if you're a geography teacher.
So
tell me,
teachers in
let me
New
know.
South Wales.
Yes, they're going to get a pretty good raise. They've had these meetings, I guess, all summer about how much they're going to pay them. Listen, a brand new, straight out of college teacher, about $77,000 a year.
Really? Nice.
$77,000. You've been a teacher for a while. You're considered a lead teacher, or you've got some other responsibilities. The cap is $130,000 a year.
For real. This is in New South Wales.
Yeah. So first of all, you're working on the other side of the world. Gorgeous, right?
Australia's beautiful.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. And you're making $130,000? Mm-hmm. Passport ready.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You're on your way home, you're hungry, and instead of stopping, you order DoorDash. This one couple actually did this. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio. So they're thinking, we want pizza. They DoorDash pizza, and they wanted to perfectly time it so that when they get home, the pizza's there. It was like a large pizza and one of those little small personal ones.
Yeah, like a personal pan pizza thing.
They get home, and half the order's there.
Like what?
What in the world is going on? And they contact DoorDash and say, hey, what gives? It's like, we gave you all the pizzas. This and a personal one. They take a look at their door camera, and a raccoon came. Seriously, you see it. A raccoon came.
It's got wings.
And then first took the box and the pizza falls out.
I know it slides out, and you know he's like, yes, score.
And he's rushing away with just the box.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
And all of a sudden, he comes back a second later. Is like, "Ooh, wait a minute! I need a pizza." And comes and takes the little personal pizza. And so that's why the box wasn't there, nor the pizza. It was a raccoon that lifted the food off of their porch.
But wait,
its guts
he
are
wasn't
everywhere.
done. Because on the Ring camera, you see him come back because he knows there's more food there. He invites his family. I think there's cousins. I think there are kids, mom and daddy. He got them on the phone. He texted them.
You got pizza?
I know. And then they come up and the pizza is gone. So evidently the people came home and saw their large pizza.
It was timed pretty good.
Yeah, right. But, I mean, he was kind of macking out on the personal pan pizza himself, like, this is so good.
You got to come. There's pizza here. It's right. And then they come. There's no more pizza.
They're like, wait a minute. Hold up. You told us they had pizza here. What happened?
You so lying.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Well, there's this one lady who's like, I'm bored of my house. Same colors for years. She calls it Magnolia Color Scheme.
I don't even know what that is.
Same. I'm
Muted,
clueless.
maybe?
Clueless. Or maybe after the show.
Oh,
I don't
could
know.
be, yeah.
I call it the show. Chip and, was it Joanne?
Yeah.
Fixer
Gaines.
Upper?
Yeah.
So it's a Magnolia theme is what she says. She's like, I'm tired. Just tired of this.
I get that.
Her husband's gone for work. He comes home. Everything's pink. Literally, she went to the store and for $700, she painted the cupboards pink. She painted her refrigerator pink. She painted the shelving, or I should say the windowsill, pink. She even picked up pink baskets and replaced baskets in her cupboards. And it's pink. I think the microwave's pink. The cupboards are pink.
I think she's going to get sick of this pretty quickly.
The front door is pink.
Actually, that's kind of cute.
And the shutters on the outside, yeah. So she went with a pink thing. And then her husband comes home and goes, oh, what did you do? It's all pink.
I wonder how he, was he upset about this?
I have the foggiest idea, but I can tell you even the furniture outside on the porch is pink.
I mean, I can see, a little pop of pink, on the outdoor
She
furniture.
popped pink everywhere.
But I mean, if you're sick of the Magnolia scheme, you're going to be sick of that paint girl.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
This one guy bought a house. Excited. Family's got a new home to move into, and then found out not too much later that not only did they get one house for $595,000, but they got 84 lots that went along with that same price. All for the cheap price of $595 a house and 84 lots, which 64 of them already had homes started on them.
See, what?
All his. They all belong to him. I know, sweet
It's
deal.
getting closer.
That's because somebody copy and
I'm gonna need
pasted
somebody new.
all of that onto the contract by
please,
accident.
please,
Whoops.
please, please.
And he signed the dotted line, and it all belongs to him now.
So
It's
does
got
it really
wings.
belong to
No.
him?
Yeah.
Like he's going to push it?
It's all legal.
his.
That I don't
over
know.
here.
They're trying to
Okay.
get it back. I don't know if he's going to go, you know what? I think I'll just hang on to this for a few days. I don't know if he's going to sell it back. I don't know what he's going to do. But
are you-
something inside
No.
me thinks he's going to do the right thing and say, oh,
If you
I get it. Go ahead, take it all off. Let's start over.
You know, I mean, you really should. You know that wasn't part of the deal. But,
Yeah.
and I can see going, well, I mean, it's in the contract.
That is.
But-
they're all his.
You know, think of the possibility of property taxes, sir.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Finally, a social media platform that's a friend to a parent. Thank you. It's Rob and Liz, His Radio.
Yeah, in some ways, anyway. So Snapchat is trying to allow us a little more control in what our kids see or people that they interact with. So they have a family center hub that's on Snapchat. So now what you can do is you can't really see what your kids are snapping back and forth, which I wish that was a part of it. But what you can see is who your kids are
it's getting
snapping with.
closer.
Oh,
So
I
that-
thought you
I
could
need
see it.
No, you can
No,
just see
no,
who
no,
they
please,
are snapping
please,
with, but
please,
you can't
please,
see
please.
anything that they're sharing from what I
It's got wings.
understand. If
No.
you see somebody that I mean, I've seen some things
over
come
here.
over in, some of my kids' social media that I'm like, red flag, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yeah.
And you report and you talk to the child about it, especially when
No.
social media first started happening and our kids first started
you-
getting on social media. There's some heavy conversations.
Oh.
And kids, a lot of times, at least in my experience, will be
guts are
like,
everywhere.
well, that'll never happen, or that's not
Listen,
who
I
that
have a
is."
few that are out of the house. I still have a middle school student. And all of my kids, when they were kids and they were in the house, if there was social media, I knew all the passwords,
Yeah.
usernames, and I would spot check it.
Yes.
I'd have to look.
Yes.
And I had one parent say, that's wrong. I'm like, no, this is my child. And I need to know who they're communicating with and what they are saying, both, so that if something's out of line, I can be a parent.
We're the first line of defense.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely. And you might hear, because I heard this, I won't say which child, but you'll hear, well, I just need my privacy. Well, then get a JOB, because
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
18 is your privacy.
Thank you.
Right?